710 ESPN Seattle presents Bob and Groz's One More Thing.
Powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
Brett Favre, thank God you're back.
Love Brett Favre.
Hard for me to even be serious about saying something like that. But actually, what's most fun about this video is the technological leap that we're going to attempt to take actually right now, basically.
We've got it dialed in, though. I've got faith that we're going to pull it off.
All right, we are expanding our technological reach in order to do this story properly. And it's Brett Favre back in the news. Where have you been? Down in Kiln, Mississippi, doing nothing or something like that? Not talking, not doing anything.
He's talking now.
He finally went on. Was it a radio show in the South?
Atlanta.
I think it was in Atlanta. Yeah, went on a radio show in Atlanta. And we're now ready for the big technological impact. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to let everyone through the absolute miracle of digital audio and video. Listen to exactly what Brett Favre had to say. Okay, roll it.
I'm going to be quite honest. I was not surprised. The biggest surprise for me was they didn't do it sooner. Because it's funny how people forget over time that my last year in Green Bay, prior to the first game, really started training camp, I made the remark that this is probably the most talented team I've ever played on. I'd like to think that, he watched, he learned, and then when he got a chance to play, he brought in his ability, which obviously is very good, or they wouldn't have drafted him in the first round. He's got tremendous talent. He's very bright, and he got a chance to kind of sit and watch, and he saw a successful team do it right, and so he just kind of fell in to a good situation. On top of that, he's a good player.
Wow, I'm exhausted.
What'd you think of that?
I'm still trying to get over the fact that we pulled it off.
I know.
All right,
Seamless.
so you know what I got out of that? Maybe the same thing you did. That Brett Favre, if he opens his mouth and says anything about anything other than Wrangler jeans, or I don't know how he feels about, I guess anything, even Wrangler jeans, it becomes news and you try and parse his words. So, was that really a rip on Aaron Rodgers? I think we know why it was perceived that way.
It sounds like a backhanded, or as you like to say, left-handed compliment. It's kind of that passive-aggressive. He fell into a good team. It was like he landed in this golden situation, so how could he not succeed? In fact, I'm surprised he hadn't succeeded earlier, I think is how it's being taken, and I think that's how it was meant on a small level.
Oh, I don't think he does anything by accident in terms of that. I think Brett Favre is the master at the passive left-handed compliment, where you really, and he kind of gets called on it because for so many years everyone would hang on absolutely everything he would say, and you try and read something out of it. Now, Aaron Rodgers, for his part, had a great response to the whole thing, I thought.
And he's shown that he's very savvy as far as working the media.
From the beginning.
Yes.
Hey, think about the whole circumstance, right? That he was in there when he was still playing behind Favre, then Favre leaves, all the comments from people who loved him and whatnot. He's never really made a misstep, I don't think, Aaron Rodgers.
Not that I can think of, no.
Nothing where he's done anything that's been outright. So, and today, so this thing happened, I think it was yesterday. It's reported today. It could literally go on for the rest of the week, like maybe a Joe Namath story has been going on with the Jets every week or something like that.
Joe keeps talking.
Joe blasts on something. Well, and then the Jets react. How did the Jets guy react? We're forgetting his name, but we don't give a rip what Joe Namath says.
Yeah.
That would be the wrong response, by the way. This would be the right response by Aaron Rodgers. You know what? The only thing I want to say is what our team did last season was a great accomplishment. It took 53 of those guys, and obviously it got the attention of a lot of people. We're proud of the fact that we achieved the ultimate goal as a team. Now, it may seem like it's nice and safe.
Nice, bland, vanilla response.
Some Mike Salk-esque guy there is in the meeting and says, but excuse me, Aaron, one more thing. Did you find what Brett said to be disrespectful? And Aaron said, and I quote, again, I'm just going to say I'm really proud of our team. It takes 53 guys to win a championship. We had the right recipe last year, and we're trying to do the same thing this year.
Very adept.
Once again, the correct thing to say, as opposed to, for example, he could have said, we don't care what Brett Favre says about anything. And it's probably true. Was it the smart thing to say? Would it have made the story go away?
It would have been more fun for us if he would have said, hey, Brett Favre can suck it.
Imagine how much fun it would have been in Green Bay or all other places too. But was that the smart thing to do?
No. He did the smart thing.
The story's dead. I mean, it wasn't a big one to begin with.
And
it's
dead. He did not give in to the angry little man questions that you said he might be getting from a Mike Salk type of guy.
Love taking shots at Salk.
Left-handed.